This video is about Glock triggers and cheap ways to make them better. It's my wife's Gen 4 19. It's bone stock trigger. Haven't changed any springs or anything on it. Now I will say the Gen 4s do have a little more stiffer trigger pull than the Gen 3s and Gen 2s and 1s, I'm sure. This just kind of give an idea of the reset and how bushy it is and everything else. Alright, first off, it's a little mushy, not too bad actually. Breaks crisp. Now the reset, you gotta watch this. Watch how much it goes out. Right there. So you got about in between an 1/8 and a 1/4 inch or so of travel. Maybe not quite that much, but it sure does feel like it. Yeah, there's a good amount. Alright, go down. This is my Gen 3 27. Now this one has a 6-pound Lone Wolf trigger spring and the basic 3.5-pound Lone Wolf connector. It's a little mushier actually than the Gen 4. It's actually quite a bit more mushy. It actually breaks a little crisper. The reset's a little better. So you can see there. With the stock 5-pound trigger spring, it's a way too light for me. Actually, this right here is even too light for me to carry. Once it's in the holster, I don't even pull it out to clear it unless I completely pull the holster out, because I'm kind of iffy on this trigger. Alright, and this one is my Pride and Joy G23C. Of course, it's a 3rd gen. This has the 6-pound trigger spring, the Lone Wolf, and the Ghost Rocket. I might have said Lone Wolf connector, I meant the Ghost, whatever. This has the Rocket connector, which is about $7 to $10 more depending on where you get it. Alright. Yeah, actually the mushiness is a lot less than what it is in my 27. And it's a lot more crisp. And you just move just a little bit, slight tension, and about another 1.5 pounds or so, more pressure, and it breaks. Now the reset is the reset's what makes this thing really nice. I mean, you don't even really have to move it. I tried this with the stock trigger spring, and it was not nearly as light as the 27, but it was still too light, so that's why I put the 6-pound in here. Now I've tried all 3 connectors, the stock one, the regular 3.5, and then the Rocket with an 8-pound connector. The 3.5 regular one works well with the 8-pound trigger spring. Actually, I had that in all 3 of my guns for a while. Really heavy trigger pull, good for carry. You're not really going to worry about trigger pull really, if you're actually having to use it. But I was wanting something more universal for carry and to just shoot. So I ordered up the Rocket, and I fell in love with it. I actually sold my Glock 22 a while back, so I can't demonstrate the 8-pound trigger spring with that. With this connector and the 8-pound trigger spring, it's really, really weird. Really heavy trigger pull, and then the pressure of the spring almost pushes a reset on you, and you push past the reset, so it kind of makes the little bar that you have to file down on the Rocket kind of useless. So it's this is the way I think to go. 6-pound Lone Wolf I believe what is the 6-pound trigger spring and the 3.5-pound rocket connector. Now you will need to get the orange half slide plate. It's kind of a pain in the ass to even reset your trigger with that plate. I was having to use the file on fingernail clippers to actually get the blade in there to reset your trigger. The Glock takedown tool was a little too big, but I think I took it apart and put it back together like 3 times. Make sure I got it, fine tuned. So there you go. My 23C, my polished barrel and polished ejector or extractor. I'm sorry, and I like it. So thanks.